Hello everyone, Gumball here, and welcome back to the Gravity SMP server, where today we're going to continue with this courthouse that we've started building in the last episode. We're going to lay out a kind of floor plan with some wool, and I've done a bit of research online, looking at different courtrooms and stuff, and their layouts, and there really isn't much information on it. So you've actually got to go visit a courtroom to know what's going on. But I have a basic idea of what we could kind of roughly go with. A few things that I'm going to probably change. Some of these windows are a bit weird. So let's say, for example, this window here, it's one on one side but two on the other, and on the outside I think it's 3, so it looks kind of funny. So what we'll want to do is get rid of these stone blocks here, for example, and move them here, and then we'll still have a 2-wide window, but it will just look properly centered on the wall. Also, I've raised everything up a bit more, but not much, because I ran out of stone again, and my horse died. Because when I went back to get wool from my house, it got trapped in the wall. Okay, but anyway, so these parts here, where it kind of sticks out, I think will roughly be where the walls are. So if we bring this way, all the way to the end, like so, and then we do the same on the other side, like so. Let's use the shears. This gives us the very, very basic outline of what at least has to be roughly where walls are. Now we kind of have like hallways this way, but this is basically where the entrance is going to be. So you walk in, and you'll be in the lobby area with the floor, obviously here. I don't have any of the wood I want to use, but yeah. So come here, you'll have your floor, you'll have your reception area. So we want to have it decently far back, but we don't want to have it go the whole way back, because then it will look kind of off being so big. So if we bring it about here, make this the reception area. If there was a table there, some stuff here, let's bring this back far enough. Would that be alright? We might want it back slightly more, but I think that's alright. And then back here, and here, could be, I don't know, some office or something, which would kind of make sense. That's where they'd kind of be working in, and then you've got your desk, they can go around the back to get files and stuff, whatever. And then on the sides, we'll have, probably here, will be public toilets, well, like for people who are actually visiting for the purpose of the trial. I'm not sure they'd get away with just popping up. And then here, we can have, if my horse will move out the way. Oh yeah, I got one of these new skeleton horses. I used Ollie's saddle shop to buy a saddle. And got a new horse. None of the skeleton ones seem to be any good though. They're all very slow and stuff. But anyway, oops. And there's a couple offices, so that's where people will be working. So I'll have one office here. The wall will probably be too thick. And one here where we can just leave the wall 1 thick, I guess. It would be a pretty small office anyway. And then whatever's back here, I'm not quite sure. Now, how are we going to get upstairs to the courtrooms is a pretty good question. I think here, and we'll break out 1, 2, 3 blocks, will be a stairway. So let's just build this up, just to kind of show that. And it has to go to this height. So we've got this here. This will be the stairway. And so let's do this here as well, just so that we know exactly where we're going. One more. And then build it over. It might actually go one. Oh no, this is where the floor would be. So you may lower the windows or something. To make that look just right. So you'll have your stairway up there, and this will go to the upstairs, which kind of makes sense. And then here, we'll want to have this go about here. And then we'll have flooring everywhere around here. So we can bring this over. This will be a wall. Like so. And we can have our first office here. Here we can have the main courtroom. Now it will need to have a hallway here, so let's bring it up to this wall length. And then here will be the back of the courtroom. Like so. Boom. And then, so here's the wall. And of course we want a hallway again, which will be about 2 blocks wide. And then the hall. And then this will go. I'll have more offices down this way. And I'm out of wool. 5, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now we did have a sheep farm, but I don't have a clue where that's gone. So here we'll have our first courtroom. We'll have another one on this side, which you usually have, I believe, multiple courtrooms in a courthouse, depending. I think it depends on how old it is and what they just wanted to go with. I'm pretty sure I just heard a sheep. Unless I'm imagining things, I heard a sheep. I think I'm imagining hearing sheep. Okay, so yeah, we usually have multiple courtrooms. Now, what else do we want to get done? I think we wanted to start laying out the floor for this then. So for that, I'm going to have to go and grab some wood. I think I want to use spruce because dark oak's a bit too dark, whereas spruce is kind of just that nice kind of milk chocolatey color. They'll do pretty well for a kind of courtroom floor. And just for like a big building floor, but I'm not sure what we're going to want for the walls. I was thinking, this will be easier to break. I was thinking that we could go with birch, but then a wood doesn't seem right, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to get some wood, and then I'll come back and we can start laying out the rooms a little bit better. Okay, so I've got some spruce wood flooring down in some of the areas. It's not all done yet. Let's quickly put some all there so we know that's where a wall will be. And I just want to quickly put signs down so that we know what every area is going to be. So in here, we'll have the lobby. The lobby. Whoops. Let's bring that down one. Lobby. There we go. Actually, let's make it more centered and put main lobby. There's probably not going to be another one, but that looks better on a sign. Over here we'll have an office. No, over here we were going to have the toilets, actually. Toilets. Now, I'm not 100% sure on that now, because with the stairs here, there's not a ton of room, but it will probably just be one of those small toilets then. I'm not 100% sure. Over here we'll have office number 2. Office number 2. Here will be office 3. Ugh, need to remember to make new lines. Office 3. And then over here we'll have the employees lounge. Employees lounge. That's correct, I think. Over here, I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe employees kitchen. We can have a back door here. I'm not sure you'd have a kitchen, but maybe that's where they'll have something. I'm not 100% sure. Over here we'll have the court records. So that's where all the files and stuff will be. Over here, of course, we've got the stairs, and we can't quite make our way up without breaking a couple blocks of wool. And how do we do this? Sure, that'll do for now. And then here we will have courtroom 1. And then back here will be courtroom 2. Ugh. Now, we'll probably want a holding cell somewhere, so we could have our holding cells over here. Holding cells, because you don't really have too many, so we'll probably only have like 2 or 3 here. And then in these gaps, I think this will be a smaller courtroom, and then this will be a larger courtroom. So this could be the main courtroom for most major trials, because that's where you're going to have most of your people viewing it, so we'll have a majority of seats down these sides. Let's come down here. Ah, fail. And then on the top floor, it will probably be a couple more courtrooms, including possibly maybe animal court or something. In fact, we could just put that here, because you usually don't get many people appear at animal court. Nah, it's probably too small. That's a rough layout. I think we'll stick with that for today, because I'm going to have to get a lot more wood and a lot more stone to build this up. But hopefully next episode we can start getting on to properly decorating the interior and exterior of the building. So not a very long episode today, but that's because I need to gather more materials, and because I'm working on making this 1.9 mod pack, because my Infinity series has ended, in case you missed the last episode, but we are going to be doing a new 1.9 series to keep up with current mods. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode of Gravity SMP. If you have, don't forget to leave a like. Let me know that you have, maybe like to see some more. If you have any ideas for detailing of the courthouse, if you have any good reference images that you think could help, any suggestions will all be appreciated, and I'll try and use whatever you send my way. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye bye.